Alright, last Pyrrho response video. Sort of. Yeah, the last one that we'll engage in any kind of polite manner. Yeah, I'll just do what is required. You know, just as you just mock the creationist videos, I'll just mock his videos from now on. Or something like that. But anyway, and, you know, you spend 2 hours, I mean, it's a lot of video, conceded, you know, playing somebody's idiotic, inane critique of you, essentially. They put your name in the title, and then they expect what? You know, this is just idiotic. I can insult you, you can't insult me. Fuck you, those are idiotic rules. Anyway, I stopped at shitholes like you. I had enough of that. Well, good, I'm glad. Okay, I've had enough of your insults. Yes, I've had enough of your bullshit and your nonsense. So, fuck you. I said fuck you in the video. I said fuck you first. So, I said fuck you first. So, let's just get that clear. Yeah, I said fuck you. I'm sick of your petty, stupid, insulting behavior. Fuck you. Yeah. Alright, yeah, you already told me it's a violation of logic. Too bad. Yeah, well, too bad, right? You don't understand what logic is. I'm sorry. The law of non-contradiction is pretty much established as part of logic, okay? So as soon as you're contradicting yourself, you've got a problem. And if you don't fix it, it's going to be likely catastrophic. So keep pretending that there's some other issue argument here, okay? You're saying that logic works that way, all right? That the lineage of, say, our human evolution, you know, when they draw that little picture of it, little, you know, squirrely thing, and you go all the way up to a human being, there's an accurate way to do that, and there's an inaccurate way to do that. And so for the purpose of projection, if you start putting a bunch of inaccuracies in, you know, if you got bad logic, and if 8 can be divided into 4 because of your broken logic, well, that might be a problem somewhere else down the road where you've now screwed up the probability. And that's sort of what logic is, right? It's a way of predicting a future by eliminating possibilities. And you filter out enough of the possibilities and you're stuck with the inevitability. And that's sort of how logic works. But fuck you. Yeah, really, just fuck you. Too bad you don't understand what logic is or what you were really claiming. I'm sorry, I'm claiming that you can't have a bunch of delusional opinions that are in contradiction and say they're all valid. No, they're obviously probably all wrong. I enjoy the fact that you have ideas. Well, really, that's just too special. I appreciate some of them, who cares? I don't really enjoy your ridiculous nature of the abuse and not granting any ground. Well, there you go, granting any ground. That just sounds so to be serious. I'm supposed to make concessions to wrong, okay? So I wish you'd just make a little list of the ground I'm supposed to grant to you. That contradiction is logically acceptable. I'm supposed to grant that ground. Well, I'm not granting that ground. I'm not granting your multiverse. I'm not granting your quantum crap. I'm not granting your microbes or saying let's go to 7-Eleven and you get a slushie. Yeah, I'm not granting any of that ground because it's nonsense and idiotic. Sorry. P.S. Your conclusion about what happens in debate room is that they are not debates. Your confusion about what happens in debate room is that they are not debates. Okay, it says that in big loud letters. Yeah, whatever, that's right. And debates also, you know, silly person, okay? Well, why don't you go do videos? Why, you know, go find some drunks on the internet and do videos about them. You can all talk about how funny drunks are and how really great they are in debate rooms. I mean, you've been kicked out of rooms for 2 reasons, okay? One, because you're obnoxious and arrogant, and you think you sometimes get this thing like, well, yeah, I'm going to change the subject, and I'm going to tell everybody else what they're going to sit there and talk about. Well, you're not going to do that. And then second, because you're just fucking inebriated, and you're just pretty much an obnoxious asshole. But anyway, they're all public, right? There's no secret. I'm not hiding what happens in the debate room anywhere. Sometimes I'm not proud of my behavior, but every time I could always go back and I could say, well, look, if you just look at what happened before that happened, all right, you want to crucify me for it? Go ahead. But I say, no, I didn't do anything fucking goddamn wrong. So fuck you. You want to do it better? Do it better. I invite people to do it better. I invite them to show up on Saturday night at exactly the same time. I will link to their room if they think they can do it better. Please, go ahead. No, nobody, no takers. Fuck you. There is nothing remotely debate-like about them, you see. Well, whatever then. Don't show the fuck up, please. Okay? Just don't show up, please. I'm asking you, please, don't show up then. Okay? Because actually I think you're the impediment. So anyway, in debates, you are not liable to be kicked out for having a position. So that's your accusation, that you've been kicked out for having a position. I would like you to prove that if you could. Please, prove that I kicked you out sometime because you had a position. All right? Not that you showed up like some theist and just kept saying, God says so, God says so, God says so. And after the 17th God says so, I'm not allowed to say, oh, fuck you, okay? God says so isn't a good enough answer. If you can find a circumstance where it was something other than that, then fine. Display it. Show it. But don't give me this bullshit. Don't sit there and make these accusations. Fuck you. I'm not afraid of your goddamn argument. Yeah, not at all. Not even close to a little tiny bit afraid of your argument. Shithead. I mean, please, somebody else take Pyrrho's position and bring it to the room. Okay? And re-articulate it. And I'll take it on every fucking goddamn week. And I'll turn it into the fucking mush that it is every goddamn week. I mean, fuck, it just says, you know, and I'm supposed to say what to these accusations? You fucking little slandering, lying pieces of shit keep floating around, typing this crap, and I'm supposed to say what to this? Except, fuck you. Fuck you is the appropriate response. It's a perfectly logical response to a lying piece of shit. A weak lying piece of shit. A weak lying piece of shit that can't even watch the fucking videos he's commenting on. Yeah. Fuck you. The A debate, you are supposed to, even to keep your, oh, here we go. The A debate, you are supposed even to keep your position more than normal, not less. In a debate, you are supposed to, even to keep your position more than normal, not less. I don't know. Sorry, what is that? I'm supposed to do something with that slop? Oh, I have to edit it? Oh, okay. So yes, you're so special. You can type special comments in hieroglyphics, and everybody's supposed to be able to edit them and transcribe them and figure out what the fuck that slop is. Oh, sorry. No sale. But anyway, Gary, I think there are a lot of right ways to get to conclusions. Well, guess what? There's more wrong ways, and that's the whole problem. And right ways sometimes look like wrong ways, or often are wrong ways. But the point is that that's not very logical. All right? The truth is that sometimes you can have a few mistakes in your logic and still get to the right conclusion. Yeah, sometimes that's possible. But it's always best to keep it as clean as possible all the way through. There's no point in saying, let's do it sloppy, okay? You can make a sloppily built nuclear power plant and it can work for 50 years and you can get away with it. But the smart person says, no, don't even try to do that. That would be dumb. And so the obvious flaws in logic along the way, you pick them out and you say, no, let's just stop here and let's fix that because that might be a problem later. I mean, you know, putting those AA batteries from China in that valve thing, yeah, no, that might not be a good idea. So let's fix it now, okay, and then move on. Fuck you. And many ways to get to my conclusions. Well, whatever, who cares? And obviously, to me, it seems clear you are the one that got there by accident. Well, whatever. You know, like I said, what agreement we have are mostly on social policy, and it's not on any of the important social policy, and so whatever. I'm not going to argue it. Yeah, I'd say you agree for the wrong reason, and since I was the one that brought up these ideas first anyway, that probably I'm the one that's got them right, and you've got them wrong. Yeah. I mean, you didn't talk about geographic voting districts. I brought that to the table. Frankly, I brought to the table of the human race because I haven't heard anybody else talk about that being a critical problem. But whatever, fuck you. Since yours is the method riddles with internal contradictions. You have any evidence of that, please? So another accusation, just another one of these fingers. Fuck you, pedophile. What, you want me to say that to you? Okay, fine. You're a pedophile. There. You happy? I mean, really. Back it up with something, shit for brain. I mean, really, you just make accusations. You're like, to be serious, I just make an accusation. I don't have to back it up with evidence. Fuck that. Fuck evidence. Fuck you. Which, by the way, is illogical. No, what is petty and useless and pussy is saying shit you can't back up with evidence. That's pussy shit. So, PPS, fuck you much. Yeah, well, likewise, fuck you. Yes, let's go back to the way it was. The way it was when you were blocked. And you were put in the category of useless asshole. Because you are a useless asshole. A useless sack of shit asshole liar. La la. Now let's go play this video. Do dun 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 dun. Read it some more. Yeah, so he's only on the 16 to 19 part of Beyond Good and Evil. You have to really get to like 270 before it gets at all interesting. The first like 4 years of this stupid idiotic crap book is just him ragging on everybody else. Black people is dark. Mexicans is short. Them thinkers over there think crookedy. I mean, it's just miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of this pompous, arrogant shithead saying, we the superior, brillianty people, don't go for your jibber-jabber nonsense. You know, it's just a big, fat, ugly, stinky, smelly rag on everyone else. Ugh, disgusting. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so he's a long way from anything interesting, Nietzsche said. A long, 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 horrid, forever, go on and on way. So here we go. Nihil to Gary. Well, fuck you.
Yeah, Gary, I didn't watch your 2 hours of videos. I got it in just a couple minutes, 3 minutes or something.
Oh, I didn't watch them. And he's doing the underwater voice. Great, super. I just love the underwater voice.
And I stopped at shitholes like you because I'd already made like 5 comments. It's too distracting to listen to you. You can't think about the ideas. You just have to think about being called an asshole. Now, when I dump...
Well, whatever. That's your choice, okay? And that's fine. Look, the asshole came out because you were doing something, like I said, I've complained to you about 5 fucking years ago. 5 years. If somebody tells you, don't come to my house and take a shit in my living room, and they say it for 5 fucking years, and you keep coming to their house and taking a shit in their living room, I mean, they have a right to just say, get the fuck out, fucker. Fuck you.
Those reactions and comments somehow makes it easier just to forget about that and move on and just filter out the ideas. But when I go off to my tool and do this, it just becomes obvious. It's just note after note of, no, I'm not a fuckhead, this is what I meant.
This is what I meant. I'm not a fuckhead. This is what I meant. Oh, you mean like your incomprehensible comment on my board? I'm supposed to know what you meant. Oh, sorry. I can only go by what you say, shithead. So I guess if you can't say things a little more, be a little more astute, and and how you compose your arguments, then I guess you're out of luck because I can only go by what you say. I can't go by what you meant.
I'm done with that. I don't mind if you go, that fucking idea is stupid and this and that and the other thing. But you always have to make it personal. And I've had enough of it because, you see, I've had enough of it for a long time.
Yeah, well, I've made it clear, Pyrrho. So there's no. What's the problem here? I don't keep running back to you. I think I was perfectly comfortable. I have you blocked. You say something preposterously stupid on the internet. I make a response video to your preposterous stupidity. There. Okay, we're done. I don't need anything else from you, shithead.
But I had things to learn because I'm genuinely interested in ideas.
Oh, bullshit. You're interested in fables that aggrandize the Pyrrho schema of bullshitosity. Alright? That's fuck you. Your interest in ideas. You know, this is just so. You're just another one of them. Another one of these people that think there's always going to be mystery, and life is about doing this mystery thing, and we're all mystery, 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 mystery. And the truth is, Columbo already solved the murder. Okay, it's over. All right, the mystery is fucking over. Darwin kind of closed the book. The game is over, all right? All there is to talk about now is how much the corpse smells. We know what it is. It's a corpse. I mean, the plumber did it in the outhouse. Yeah, he made a duty, and it was called humanity.
Crazy ideas like your ideas, and the fact that you have some good political conclusions, according to me, like the IRB, limited though they are, and in spite of the fact that you and I would never be able to cooperate on them, because I hate dogmatism in Europe.
Oh, fuck you, a dog. I hate dogmatism. Oh, this one I'm going to love. I'm going to love how he proves I'm a dogmatist. Give me the evidence of the dogma, shithead. Oh, yeah, no. We wouldn't agree politically anyway, because you are so much a whore for the welfare state. Everybody should have $9 million worth of health care, and we don't have to pay for it with anything called money. Nobody has to burn down their house to pay for it. Nobody has to have preposterous property taxes to pay for it. We'll just give it to everybody for free, and it's not like you have to pay people to work in hospitals. It's not like people have to clean up all the duty and this slime and the gross shit. It's not like anybody has to work in those places and get paid real money. We can just pay them fake money. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, we wouldn't agree politically either.
Constant dogmatism. But see, I hate dogmatism. I didn't say I hate you.
Well, who the fuck cares? Really? Go ahead, you can hate me all the fuck you want, because it won't be for a rational reason. Okay, you're the abuser, motherfucker. No doubt about it. I never came to you with abuse, you shithead. You come to me with your fucking petty, obnoxious insults that I must believe you're a scientist. I must do this, I must do that, and if I don't do that, I've committed the goddamn crime. You just called my philosophy dogma. Will you prove it? Prove it with something, shithead. What's the dogma? Oh, fossil evidence? Is that dogma? Oh, a thought experiment that demonstrates that you motherfucking lying cunts really don't give a goddamn about your pleasure and your happiness and your poetry and all that shit, because you don't lament that there's no poetry and happiness on Pluto. So the fact that I can prove that that shit really doesn't have any value, that it's just that your little willies get hard for this shit, and you're personally horny for it, and you're personally horny to be connected to it, and that's the only value the shit really has, is that it has something to do with your self-image, that your self-image of you sitting by a tree reading your poetry is the only reason why poetry has any meaning to you, is because you made it mean something, because it means something to you personally, not because it means something in any kind of big picture schema. It just means something to you, and therefore you think it needs to be here. It's like your favorite shovel or something. Even when you're dead, you want your favorite shovel to live on, because it was your favorite shovel. It was touched by Pyrrho, so therefore the Pyrrho shovel should continue. It should be in a museum somewhere with, "This is Pyrrho's shovel." That's how you live your life. It's a personal, connected thing. Everything has value because it means something to you. And in the big picture, you could see that, oh yeah, I can see that that has absolutely worth absolutely nothing in any real context. It only means something because some asshole exists here and says, I make it mean something. Period. You just don't get it. Idiot.
You can take it however you like.
Yeah, I took it.
But I'm talking about, I hate dogmatism. I don't think you're inherently dogmatic, which you are.
Oh, well, whatever that means. You're not inherently dogmatic, but how can you be dogmatic? You either are or you aren't. You have to have dogma to be dogmatic. So show me the dogma in my philosophy, you stupid cunt.
Actually dogmatic.
Whatever. Oh, you just look like a dogmatist. Oh, okay, I just look like one. You don't have real dogma. You just look like a dogmatist. Okay, fine. You look like a nerd.
And I've been tired of that for a long time, but I like learning.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm not learning anything.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
I'm not learning more about you.
Who cares?
I'm not learning about the world.
Yeah, that's exactly the point, because you're not willing to argue. Period. It's quite obvious. You're running away from the argument because the argument's getting a little too hard to deal with. That's right. Your unicorn is disappearing right before your eyes. You're sitting there with your shovel, your favorite shovel, ready for battle. And yeah, your unicorn's disappearing. You got no mount. You got nothing to ride into battle with. And so you're going to have to walk. And you don't like the idea of having to walk.
Talking to you. Okay? Let me explain your confusion about your
go
debate
ahead.
room.
Go ahead, Mr.
The problem
Smarty
is
Pants.
It's not a debate room. I think that's
Go
the
ahead.
source of your confusion.
Oh, it's not a debate room. Okay, good, fine. Yeah, I don't know. What does that mean? Why don't you submit questions then? Okay, if it's not a debate room, why don't you submit questions? We'll call it a question room. What the fuck? Okay, I mean, clearly debates have taken place in the room. Clearly somebody has to moderate them. Unfortunately, I get stuck with all the jobs. That's just the way it works out. Who do you want me to pick for moderator? You go ahead. You give me a short list of people, and we'll make them moderator. Or do they have the balls to show up for the room? Do they have the balls to do the work? Oh, probably not. So yeah, that ain't gonna work either, is it? Shit for brain. No, it isn't. Yeah. Fuck you. Again, yeah, please. Do I have to actually... What if I collect a fund and will actually pay somebody else to do the room? Will that work? Oh, I don't think that'll work either because I think they're still going to do it wrong. And that's part of the argument here, isn't it? That in spite of your bullshit, yes, rooms need somebody like me, or they turn into shit because assholes like you will inanely talk about what you care about rather than what means anything.
It's not a debate when you can be kicked for asking a Polish guy about Poland or just anything that irritates you.
No, anything that just completely turns the room into a big, dull sack of absolute shit. That's right. Wasting time talking to a barely English literate individual about Poland. Yeah, right. So why don't you make a room and you can go off and find whatever the gun nut is, in Arkansas or wherever the fuck he lives, with his 10-year-old wife, and you can go have a conversation with him and call that a debate room. Fuck you. I don't know what a debate room is. You want to talk to the average Polak about Polakia. Fuck you.
Especially since it irritates you to be disagreed with. Now, the times that you seem to think that I have agreed with you tend to be the times where I do what I was doing with that Polish guy, and I ask you, what's it like in Gary Stan? How does this piece together? And when I finally understand that it's like, well, I believe this and this and this, and that's why I say this, and I go, oh, I see how those piece together.
Who cares? Again, this philosophy from subjectivism is just absolutely useless. Again, it's like me going out and surveying 50 Americans and saying, now I know America. You don't know shit.
You think you've been agreed with. But if I go on to say, oh, no, I don't agree with that. I was just trying to figure out your position. You see, this is something you could, well, you kind of subconsciously do it, but consciously value other people's positions as fuck you.
Again, this is just stupid. It's even dumber than that. It's like going up to 50 average Americans and talking economics, and somehow you're going to get some value out of that. No, I'm sorry. I mean, there has to be a little bit of what qualifies somebody to have opinions on what an economic system is. Okay, the guy was not qualified to have that conversation, and again, he was barely English literate. And you're going to complain because I say, Dad, we're not doing that here? Go take it to a private room? Oh, yeah, I'm the villain. Fuck you. You're just making my point for me, moron.
You figure out someone's position, see? And if I go on and go, oh, no, but I disagree, this is my position, well, then it's kicked. That's not a debate. Now...
Well, frankly, the subject of Poland wasn't the subject of the room, okay? The subject of the room is seldom Poland. Poland's not even really relevant in world economic politics. It's just not. So again, it's not part of the subject. We're not going to waste our time talking about how tall the highest flagpole is in Poland. We're not going to do that.
I don't mind that it's not a debate because I found that it takes a lot of energy to do one of those rooms. It takes an MC. So fine. It's what does Gary think?
So fine, so fine. So you say so fine, but after you do this whole raggy bullshit. So again, you're saying you can't do it, you won't do it, and yet you'll bitch at me. Well, fuck you.
Because I'm interested in that sometimes. I'm like, well, what's your take on this? You have one of your guys ask, why do you talk about people? Well, because that's about the last thing I'm interested to know what you think about. You know, what do you think about these personal things where I could get some understanding, metaphor of more abstractions, but it's just more practical. I'm not going to be querying you on the determinism or anti-efilist. I understand your views on all of this.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's about what you're interested in. Oh, well, sorry. The room is basically to debate these structural issues about our reality. It's not about all this mishy-mushy crap that you are interested in, okay? What you're interested in, the title of the room isn't, let's talk about what Pyrrho's interested in. Nope, sorry, not the subject.
That's easily understood, master. Okay, now, you do still have the kinds of ideas that are like, oh, that could be thought-provoking, but the vitriol is too thick. I'm not interested. Okay, so obviously...
Yeah, and I've told you pretty plainly I'm not interested in your distractions, your waste of time, your mishy-mush, your fucking contradiction of conceding a point one week and then just re-arguing it again the next week. Yeah, I'm not interested in somebody who concedes and then sits there, picks up his sword and starts swinging again. Fuck you. I've told you plainly, don't show up, shithead. God, I have you blocked again, okay? I'm clearly stating, fuck you, lying, slandering cunt. Take your shit and shove it up your own goddamn nose.
You're never going to change that aspect of yourself. Nothing personal, but there's no fucking way I'm going to listen to that and make a note every minute about how you fucking insulted me.
I don't give a fuck. There, I don't give a fuck. Okay, your videos are public. I'll ridicule you as I'm inclined. Period. End of our association or relationship, you creationist kook. Alright, I'm just putting you in your proper category, okay? Crazy fuck. There, are you happy?
Okay, it's clear I've demonstrated my point. Just even in the first 3 minutes, you can't admit the defeat you've already actually admitted.
Yeah, what's that? Again, so did somebody know it? Can somebody translate there somewhere where he made some point that I didn't defeat or that I can't argue or that I haven't expunged off my record? Please, okay, transcribe the Pyrrhoese into some sort of rational language I could possibly even broken Spanish, okay? Translate his nonsense into some sort of broken Spanish, and I'll see if I can fucking understand what goddamn cunt little point he's saying he made that he somehow has demonstrated. Because in my opinion, he hasn't proved a fucking thing. He's just pointed fingers, said shit, okay, and then contradicted his own shit. Now, I don't know what you've seen, but that's what I've seen.
To your position. Yeah, there are a bunch of theories, and I pointed out none of them have ever been proven absolutely correct.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Okay, you're going to keep pretending the truth is, you jackasses have two arguments. The first argument is there is no truth, and then the second argument is, oh, it's too complicated. So I'm saying, well, fuck you, it seems really obvious to me, okay, most of it. I mean, some questions like, 400 pounds of people on, on the tracks over here, and 398 pounds of people on the tracks over here. Which one do you choose? Blah blah blah. Okay, that gets a really, you have to think for a while to figure out what you're going to do. But most of the questions are really easy to answer, okay, by the simple recognition of the idea that suffering does suck, and most of our stupid ambitions are stupid ambitions. Okay, there. You have enough information now to make most decisions that need to be made. You say it's all fucking complicated and weird, and every fucking dopey opinion. I think bullfighting makes your balls bigger. Watching bullfighting makes your balls bigger. Okay, that's an acceptable theory. No, it's not an acceptable theory. It's absolute cracker crazy. And we should just sit there and tell somebody, hit him with a goddamn stick and say, you're a fucktard. Fuck you.
But many have proven robust and do pretty well. right? You have a dream that you can find the fountain of youth, the perfect value system. You have
the perfect value system. No, I'm saying I can find the truth. I can reveal the hidden reality that suffering sucks. Yeah, I can do that. I can just say, look, it sucks. Look at it. Look at it, and it sucks. Yeah, I think I can do that. Maybe I am overestimating my powers to convince stupid morons like you, okay, that suffering sucks. Yeah, maybe you just can't get it because you're all so fucking retarded. All right, so yeah, maybe I'm being a little obnoxious and thinking I'm really skilled because I'm going to be able to explain to you why and how suffering does in fact actually suck. Fuck you. I mean, you people are just so fucking outrageously retarded.
Have a dream and a presumption that you already have. Well, that's clearly not the case. To me, it's a
prove it. No, it clearly is the case because you pussies can't even watch the damn videos. You can't play the videos. You can't argue with the videos. They're right there. The whole efilist thing is right there. Consumption, reproduction, cannibalism, addiction. How do you edit that? How do you change that? What do you add to that? Oh, that's right. You got nothing. Gladiator war. That's what evolution is. How do you say that's wrong way to look at it? No, that's not right. That's inaccurate yet. No, prove it. Make an argument that's somewhere close to rational. And maybe I could have a little bit of fucking respect for you. But until then, this obnoxious, oh, Gary's got it wrong. I just know it. Sort of mostly. In my heart. I feel it in my heart. That's all I'm getting from you. Cunt.
Fashion what you were talking about by accident. Because it's possible for two people to come to the same conclusion in alternate but valid ways because those ways don't contradict themselves.
It doesn't matter. It's still like evolution. There's one right story, okay? I mean, we can draw little pictures and we can have some inaccuracies in there and it can still work as a basic idea of this is where it's heading, this is what the monster was, and this is what the monster will be. You can do that. Okay, but let's say the simple truth that can get you into trouble, okay? Any mistakes in the logic that prefaces an understanding, those can come around and bite the logic in the ass really hard. So if you allow 8 to be divided into 4 in one little case, and it doesn't really matter, it doesn't screw up the math too much, well, later, in some other circumstance, that might screw the whole goddamn game. So errors have to be corrected.
When you talk about accidents, that must be you, Gary, because you are inconsistent.
Prove it.
You're not consistent at all. Your humanism is not consistent with your dogmatism, your button-pushing dreams, none of it.
Well, whatever. Button-pushing dreams aren't consistent with what? Okay, so because so what he's saying is there's a huge inconsistency by having Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. So if you try to do something like, I'll try to win the gold medal, right? But you have a second plan that says, wait a minute, I know that guy is so fucking good, he's going to kick my ass. Okay, so maybe I can win the silver medal, right? That somehow that's a contradiction. You can't think both of those things in your brain. You can't think both of those things are possibilities. You can only think one of them's right. You can only fight for one of those things. You can't have a backup plan. That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's such a contradiction in terms, right? To go to the racetrack and buy a ticket that says show on it. You know, what? You're betting that the horse won't win and you still expect to win? How preposterous. No, it's not preposterous. I'm just saying he's going to do okay. He's going to do pretty good. That's right. I'm betting on him doing pretty good. It's not a contradiction to have more than one ticket in my pocket. Fuckhead.
It's very emotional. You intuited your way to a certain point at which you are now stuck. And the more success you have collecting people to say, yeah, that's right, the more stuck you'll get.
Oh, whatever. You think the audience has anything whatsoever to do with what I think? I mean, really, is that the accusation? You're going to make that accusation right here in, pretty much you just said it. And you think you can prove that or demonstrate that with some sort of thing called an evidence? I don't think you can do that. Yeah, I don't think you come close to doing that. I'll cut them all off. I'll cut all their nuts off as soon as they fucking goddamn, as soon as I see them say evolution, our evolution has a unicorn in it. Well, fuck you. Get out of my way. You're in my way now.
Because I have a feeling you've been moving throughout your life, evolving your ideas. The more you think people are agreeing with you, the more stuck you're going to get.
Oh, whatever. Again, there's no way you can prove that I'm sending the message to the audience, you stupid cunt. I mean, how could you say anything that so obviously prove the exact opposite can be proven? The exact opposite. I've tried to seduce no one. Ever. I've conformed my message to I've lied to no one. I've manipulated no one. I'm not changing what I'm saying because I don't want to offend my sycophants. Show me the circumstance where that ever has happened. Show me one sentence I've uttered that has that taint on it, you lying piece of shit. You're a lying piece of shit. This is a disgusting accusation you're making. You disgusting, creepy piece of shit. To be Pyrrho. Yeah, that will change your name. To be Pyrrho.
So that evolution stops. Right? I'm not willing to stop there with you, Gary. So I'm not going to continue my visits to this backward part of the path you're at. All right? This dystopian, Epicurean garden. Right? Okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's really okay with me. Thank you. Fuck you. Fuck off.
You want to talk to me, then you can come a little bit forward on the path. And realize that if you're going to do a 2-fucking-hour video saying, well, this bugs me, but I think it'll be productive in these ways.
Yeah, well, you could do a 40-minute video or whatever the fuck it was, and that's a 30-something-minute video, and somehow that's okay, lying about me, but I can't respond to your lies. Oh, okay, I get it. Fine. Fuck you.
You know, then maybe you don't need to insult me for being the reagent of your productivity. You see that?
Yeah, fuck you. I can just, when I see your comments on other people's videos, I'm going to just slide them into a little text document. And maybe once a month I'll just go through all your fucking slanders that you post on the internet. Because you're a lying, slandering, petty weasel. You're not an intellectual. You're a petty, egomaniacal, crazy fuck. You belong in Australia with the lunatic. Okay? Your fucking ego is full of Higgs boson.
That's how I value you, even though you're a fucking brain-dead moron. You provoke thought. You provoke conversations. And I say, well, that's pretty good. How does he do that? It's like a magic trick. I appreciate that. You're not man enough to appreciate that sort of thing. So you just think, oh, I'm getting bothered. 2 hours of my life I'll spend on my computer. It'd take fucking a week to upload 2 fucking hours of shit. I couldn't even possibly get it up that quick.
Yeah, well, whatever. You're a computer guy. Well, really. I mean, really. The files were, when I uploaded them, okay, the FLV files were only 200 megs. So you really should be able to handle it.
Well, you lack perspective. And you're dogmatist. I don't agree with you because you're a dogmatist. Even the things we agree on.
Yeah, let's hear a dogmatic statement. Okay, so I'm a dogmatist. So you've said it before. You said it again now. Give me, just write in your own text, write in the description here. This is called the description box. Yeah, see, this is where you put links and you put content and stuff like that. I guess you haven't figured that out yet, but you could put something in here, okay? But you don't. So why don't you explain to me? Why don't you show everybody my dogma? Let's see the dogma. What is the dogma? Quote the dogma. Quote it.
No, I'd never agree with you in trying to enact things like that because you're a dogmatist. You think you're fucking correct, right?
No, I don't just think it. I know it because nobody challenges it. I say, show me the dogma. They don't show me the dogma. I show me where I'm wrong. They don't show me where I'm wrong. Okay, so yeah, you just keep validating my correctness by running away. Okay, your unicorn disappears. Okay, the horse of truth that I'm riding on just keeps getting bigger and stronger. So yeah, fuck you. You're losing.
And it looks like you struggle internally with the fact that, well, you're also willing to give people a break and make a group decision and stuff. But in reality, it's all in proportion to how much, to what's going on in the particular moment, like what you can get away with. Right? So you have to do all that hard work.
Does that make any sense? Yes, I believe in democracy where necessary. You know, where I can't avoid it, if okay. But yeah, I would really like dictatorship. I'd like to be king of the world, and yes, clean it all up. That's right.
And when I was running the sticker room, sometimes I'm like, wow, you actually like to band and stuff like that. I realized it was a necessary thing. You don't even realize that because you love to band, so it just seems like it's all natural.
Oh, whatever. So another accusation. I love to band. No, you can see in every circumstance I have to ban somebody. I don't want that. I don't want to have to resort to that. I want a fucking real good argument. But if somebody's just going to say, God says so, God says so, well, yeah, there's nowhere to go with that. God said, okay, fine, that's your belief. I can't argue with you any further, okay? You say God says so. You won't accept an argument saying your God doesn't exist, so I guess there's no more conversation we can have, so please move along. And they don't want to please move along. Some other asshole wants to talk about how brown the dirt in Poland is. Well, you just say, hey, look, we're not going to talk about how brown the dirt in Poland is because no one gives a fuck. So either you respect that rule or I'll have to kick you. Gee, I like to do that. No, I don't like to have to do that. I don't like that you degrade a conversation to absolute shit by being a drunken asshole and thinking you're funny. Well, I don't like to have to do that, but shit, somebody's got to do it. But fuck you and your accusations. What I would like is somebody to really challenge me with some kind of real argument instead of a bunch of fucking personal slanders. Yeah, I'm just sitting here defending myself against your lies. Yeah, and I don't want to do that on Saturday night either. So if you don't have something better than a lie to throw at me, well then yeah, you.
And you, as a result, end up thinking it's a debate room. It's not a debate room. It's find out what it's like in Gary's room. Right? I give credit where credit's due. It could be interesting.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, this is just such bullshit. So go ahead, point me to the better place to go. Point me to the better debate room, the thing that's more like a debate room. Go ahead, show me it. I'll go there. I'll go to that room. And then you can see how quickly I get banned. And at least I won't be whining about it forever. For 479 days in a row, I won't sit there and say, they banned me, they banned me. I got kicked out of every fucking time I went into debate faith, I got kicked. I never left the room voluntarily, ever. But I never whined about it. They have their agenda, they do their fucking thing. They're pussy atheists that don't want to have a conversation about how much atheism sucks. They'd only want to sit there and ridicule Christians. Okay, that's their thing. I mean, fuck.
Gary stands is an interesting, weird place, like where the wild things go to die.
Yeah, where we don't talk about how, oh, well, maybe if we ask the flowers for a cure for cancer, they'll give us one. So maybe if we all together hold hands and find some flowers, and we could all stand around the flowers, and we could all... Please, please, flowers, give us a cure for cancer. They'll do it. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm not going to spend an evening talking about how that's a reasonable strategy for the human race.
But I'm not willing to put up with the personal directed insults. This is too distracting.
Yeah, well, like I say, you brought him first, fuckhead. And I've pointed it out to you for years, going all the way back to the Hitler mustache shit, all the way, way back, and you're making comments on those crap videos, and I'm saying, Pyrrho, why are you doing that? Why are you making comments on videos slandering me? Why are you doing that? And you've done it, you just keep doing it, and so you're saying I don't have a right to say, I'm not taking your shit anymore, fuckhead. Fuck you. You insulting, degrading, slandering pile of little fucking phantasmagorical puke.
Right. So that's that, you know.
No. Great. That's that then. All right. Well, at least we agree on that. We agree on something. That is that. Yeah. All right. That equals that. Let's go with that next time. Next time, can we do the challenging subject of whether that equals that? That might even be cool. Yeah. Fuck you. Goodbye. Good riddance. Fuck off. Do all of that shit. Oh, Luddite return. So let's see what kind of talk let's say if it's shit talk, then I should say, yeah, enough of this, right? He's shit talking about me on another guy's video. Fuck him, right? Going to Gary for dignified conversation on Nietzsche would be like approaching a Western Baptist church member for discussion on special relativity. Not likely to be fruitful. Yeah, well, fuck you. You just keep losing arguments en masse. You suck. Fuck you. Blocked. That's the only appropriate response. It's all the only response I'm allowed. You lying, slandering little piece of weasel shit. You suck at argument. You're a liar. You're a fucking piece of crap pedophile motherfucking cunt. You deserve no respect. You deserve... What the fuck is the guy? Man, they really are hiding this block button so hard. You have to go to the About page, I believe. And then you have to go to this flag thing. And then you have to say block user. Jesus, way too much trouble. Game of Thrones. I don't even know what that means. Whatever. Look at this. Look. Lead me. Oh, he's got Crazy Fuck as a subscriber. I mean, he's subscribed too. He subscribed to me? Huh. Well, I could unsubscribe him? How cool is that? What is this list? Subscriptions. So he subscribed to these people, and I can unsubscribe him? Yeah, I can unsubscribe. Oh, cool. There. Fuck you. Yeah, really. Fuck you. I wonder if efilist is on here. I'll unsubscribe efilist. Okay, efilist isn't on here, so I can't unsubscribe efilist. I think these are all just... I don't think there's any other of me on here. Well, that is really cool. I'm going to go unsubscribe myself from Pyrrho now. Yay! That'll be fun. Okay, enough of that. Close this. So at least I have a new weapon in my arsenal. I will unsubscribe myself. Yeah. So you can block and unsubscribe yourself. How did I get to that page? You remember how I did that? I don't remember how I did. Okay, let's go to featured. Where's that about thing? How come the about thing isn't on here? Where's the about thing? Oh, some videos are in the feed. It's disgusting. Whore. Blocked already. How do I get to a subscriptions? Damn, how come they don't have the same... It's really irritating. They don't give you the same thing. There's no about on here. There's no about. Damn. Comments feed, playlist. Comments. It's not going to be under comments. Damn. He's hiding his subscriptions. Fucker. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's hiding it. Sneaky bastard. I knew he was a sneaky bastard. Doesn't want to see all the, all the little wink wink kind of people he subscribed to. Little Susie Lollipop and little Joey Bing Bong. He's probably subscribed to his channel. He's hiding it. Fucker. Well, nothing else I can do. Can't get there from here. As far as I can tell, I can't get there from here. So I'll give up. Alright, enough of the video. Oh, sorry, yeah, you are still here. So, anyway, nothing's really changed, really, right? Absolutely nothing has changed. Same old routine. And such. So, till next time. People suck. And they can't make arguments worth shit. That's what we're stuck with.